Please don't make a judgment until the end because things take a crazy turn. I, female 17, live with my mom and my little brother. 6 months ago, my mom moved in with her new boyfriend. Let's call him David. David is short-tempered, loud, obnoxious, and an overall freeloader. When my mom first moved him in, she told him he would need to pitch in. These are things that everybody in the house does, even my little brother who's only 8. I myself take care of the kitchen, the main bathroom, my bathroom, and the living room. Additionally, I contribute about $500 a month towards bills. I've never minded this much because my mom works tirelessly every day and has long shifts at the hospital. Despite that, she doesn't earn much, so I decided to take over our phone bill, and the rest of the money goes towards food for the house. I graduated from high school early in June 2022 and decided to take a gap year before college to save up and help out more so my mom could stabilize her situation. Everything was going well until David moved in. David claims to be self-employed, doing Uber for about 3 hours a day at most. The rest of his day is spent in front of the TV, driving up the electric bill. However, it's not enough for David to add more bills. He doesn't participate in paying them. He selfishly eats and drinks everything in the fridge, and whenever confronted, he dismissively says, "It's just food. One of you can go out and get more." As if that wasn't enough, David never cleans up after himself. He leaves the refrigerator open, spills things on the floor or counters, and simply doesn't pick up after himself. He leaves plates of food on the couch or by the window, and I've even found cups in the bathroom. It's not only his unsanitary living habits, his personality matches it. David is consistently rude to my little brother, yelling at him for innocuous kid things like laughing too loudly at the TV or struggling with homework. He's even gone as far as saying, "If it were up to me, I would beat him every time he does that." I quickly remind David that it's not up to him, trying to get that thought out of his head. But apparently, it doesn't register with him. Last Saturday, my brother and I were doing arts and crafts at the table, as we usually do over the weekend, since I don't work during that time. We were making slime that day because he had done well on a math test and wanted to try it. While he was playing with the slime, some of it accidentally got on his clothes. It wasn't a big deal since it's just Elmer's glue and detergent. I went to the bathroom to get a washcloth to wipe it off as best as I could before putting it in the wash. Suddenly, I heard a loud clapping noise followed by my little brother's blood-curdling scream. Alarmed, I grabbed my pepper spray and rushed in to see what had happened. To my shock, David had slapped my brother across the face upon seeing the slime on his shirt. I entered the scene with David berating my brother, and I was completely horrified. I picked up my brother and carried him to my room, trying to calm him and ensure he was okay. David followed us, still yelling, so I used my pepper spray on him while ordering him to leave my house. After he was out, I secured the house, locked everything, tossed his belongings out of the window, and immediately called my mom. Her response to the situation astounded me. While she acknowledged that David was wrong to slap my brother, she believed I had gone too far and might have ruined her relationship with David. This sentence alone makes me think she's jeopardized my relationship with her. My little brother and I are still shaken up. It seems she plans on moving David back in, and I'm lost about what to do. Did I worsen the situation? What's the best course of action? Am I the idiot? Now, for a few comments before the update. Comment 1. Holy poop. Call the police and report him for assaulting your brother. Do this ASAP. Then get an order of protection against him for threatening you. You likely won't be able to do it for your brother. Your mother, who is obviously an idiot, will have a much harder time moving him back in with a protection order in place. In care like this, calling Child Protective Services is usually unavoidable. You can get out of the house and likely take care of yourself, but with the way you describe this situation, I have a feeling that you won't leave and abandon your brother. Please get the police involved. If there is a family member he and you can stay with, that would be great, but anything is better than the hellhole you described. Your mom will likely regret this whole thing too late. This situation sucks. Then the original poster responded with, "We don't really have any other immediate family. I have my dad, however, me and my brother have different fathers. I know my dad would be okay with it, but I'm not sure my mom will let me take my brother, and I'm afraid by getting the police involved we could get separated. Comment 2. Right now, take photos of your brother's face showing where he was hit. Record a video of him describing what happened. Send them to your mom. Once she's seen that if she still wants to patch things up with David, you have to go to the cops. No choice here. Then the original poster responded with, "This happened on Saturday. I did take pictures of my brother's face when it first happened, and the bruise is still visibly there. My mom has seen it at this point multiple times. His eye is still kind of swollen, and it is visibly black and blue." Comment 3. Run. Not the idiot. He will be worse next time. I would threaten that if he moves back in, that you will stop paying for bills and that the police will be notified. She doesn't have the time to deal with any of it, will likely side with you, and he won't let you pepper spray him a second time. Now, for the update. And if you're enjoying the video, hit that like button. First and foremost, I'd like to express my gratitude to all the wonderful people who offered advice and validated my feelings in this situation. I was beginning to feel trapped and helpless, and your words mean the world to me. I'd like to address a few common questions and comments. To begin, we don't have any immediate family members to stay with. My mom is estranged from her family due to a traumatic incident when she was young. Even if I could reach out to them, it likely wouldn't be a safe option. My dad is the only other person, but as my brother and I have different biological fathers, resolving that legally might be more complicated. Secondly, I've received numerous inbox messages with people criticizing me for not immediately involving CPS and the police. I now understand that I should have done that right away, and I realize my initial reaction might seem selfish. However, I have first-hand experience with the system due to my mom's substance abuse issues, which led me to face mental, physical, and sexual abuse. I hesitated to involve authorities immediately because I don't want to subject my brother to that situation. Thirdly, some have asked why none of my brother's teachers noticed anything. School hasn't resumed yet, and my brother is attending a camp that caters to kids with conditions like autism or ADHD, helping them transition smoothly into school. My brother is autistic but highly functional, and he has ADHD. Since David is authorized to pick up my brother from camp, I've taken time off work this week to be with my brother, not wanting to risk anything while my mom is unwilling to remove David from the list. I want to make it clear that I'm not trying to cover for my mom or David in any way. Update. Early this morning, I left my brother with a friend, hoping that by the time I pick him up tonight, things will be resolved. When I got home around 7 a.m., I called my dad to fill him in on the situation. He suspects my mom might be using drugs again, as that's the only explanation he finds plausible for her behavior. I blame myself for not noticing the signs: spoons in the bathroom, nosebleeds, and her behavior. It feels foolish not to have considered this possibility given her history. My dad offered my brother and me a place to stay, and he believes my mom is taking drugs again. She confessed to it when confronted, and she also admitted that David was involved. I made it clear to my mom that my brother and I will be staying with my father from now on. I won't be unknowingly supporting her or her drug habits any longer. We had a heated argument and she left the house. At this point, it doesn't matter if she brings David back. My brother isn't safe around her either. Regardless, my brother and I are leaving. I have photos of my brother's face from when the incident occurred, and I'm heading to the precinct. This summarizes everything that's transpired thus far. I apologize if it's not a substantial update, but I'll keep everyone informed of developments. Once again, thank you to everyone for the invaluable advice. Comment 1. Thank you for updating us. And huge congratulations in the amazing way you have handled things and protected your brother. Keep at it, and you are amazing. Then the original poster responded with, "Thank you for listening to my story. I really appreciate all the support." Comment 2. Okay, here's a thought that might not sit well with a lot of you, but hear me out. It's clear David is not a good guy, and what he did is awful, no doubts there. But based on the update, it seems like your mom is struggling with a lot more than we initially understood. Drugs can make people act out of character, and it's possible she's in a vulnerable spot, which makes it easier for someone like David to manipulate the situation. Not saying what you did with the pepper spray wasn't justified, but maybe she's so deep in her own problems that she can't see what's happening clearly. It doesn't excuse her actions, but it adds a layer of understanding. Maybe she's just trying to grasp some happiness and, in her drugged state, thinks David is it. Your mom needs serious help, and while your reaction was protective, it's crucial that she gets the proper intervention, or this cycle might just continue. Comment 3. I hope that you and your brother will be safe and happy with your father. And it sucks that your mom chose this path, but I think you know who her main priority is, period. Please don't go back with her in the future because this will probably be an ongoing cycle. Best of wishes to you and your little brother. He might have trash bio parents, but he has an amazing person like you in his life. Now, for the next story. Am I the idiot for wanting to end my relationship and not go to couples therapy? So I, male 39, have been thinking it's time to end my relationship with my female 33 girlfriend. We have known each other for 5 years and have been living together for the last couple. We still have a lease till the end of the year, but things have spiraled. She physically and violently attacked me a week ago, left bruises, bite marks, cuts, etc. when she decided to go through my phone, not the first time, and I had text messages to a female employee where we joked about non-work-related items and she felt it was out of line. This isn't the first time she has physically hit me and I've told her it's never okay. Clearly, that hasn't changed anything. Additionally, my partner has yelled and called me names for years anytime I have a coworker or female employee, accusing me of cheating or wanting them. As someone who has been cheated on before, I've tried to explain I would never do such a thing. I'm not perfect, and I've called her names in a heated emotional state that I don't think is fair, and I have to own it. Plus, I am reluctant to go out or do much with her at times for fear of a fight. We have tried couples therapy before, and it helped for a little, but then things got worse. I'm tired. I love the life we were building and who we were together, but at this point, I don't see how you can look past the resentment, anger, and distrust. She wants couples therapy and to work on it. To promise she will never hit me again and that I should try to do more things outside our routines with her. I just don't know how you come back from being this toxic to your best friend and partner. Now, for a few comments before the update. Comment 1. Not the idiot. Don't go to therapy with her. When abusers go to therapy with their partners, they learn how to abuse them more, how to hide it, how to gaslight you even further through therapy speak. She is abusive. She doesn't love you. Love doesn't act like that. Then the original poster responded with, "Thank you. I should know better and have given advice to others and friends before. I suppose it's harder to act sometimes when it's your own life being affected." Comment 2. She hit you? Bro, run. Then the original poster responded with, "Bit my arm and hands, fingers too. Tried to choke me, but I'm a lot bigger than her. I eventually pushed her off me and she says that I broke her necklace doing so. Like, this all screams toxic. So why am I hesitating?" Comment 3. Not the idiot. Get out of there. She's abusive and you've already tried couples therapy. You owe her not a single additional second of your time. Just go. Now, for the update. Wanted to give an update to what has transpired over the last week or so since my first post. I have separated from my girlfriend as of Sunday night after she came to my work to meet the female staff member. I had asked her not to come while we were on shaky ground, but she did anyway and then didn't even ask for me and simply talked to the employee and left. After I said we needed to separate, we had a few days of calm, where it almost felt like a weight had been lifted and we could be friendly to one another. She was looking for a place for September 1st and I was helping. Then 2 nights ago, she came home, got upset about us splitting, asked if I had talked with my employee since I ended things, and I said, yes, of course she wanted to talk to me about you coming in, etc. Well, this set her off and she demanded to see my phone again. I said we were not together and it wasn't okay when we were, but showed the screen anyways to prove there was nothing. She still didn't believe me, started yelling, calling names, so I left the room. Shortly later, I get several messages from my female employee that my ex has been messaging her and calling her nonstop to never speak with me again and making threats that she will call the police if the employee doesn't stop talking to me. This maid was beyond crossing the line for me. You are now affecting my career and the job of another innocent person. I told my ex to stop. She got angrier, ran at me and started to try and slam my body and head into the bed, yelling that she knew I cheated on her, which is complete nonsense. My employee was so upset and angry, she rightfully called the police and reported the harassment. The next morning, I went to the police and local DV abuse help for men. I am in the process with them now, but my ex will be moved out tomorrow and is staying in a hotel until then. I have a mess to clean up at work and my personal life, but I know things will get better and I won't have this person hanging over me anymore. I knew I had to end things and separate, but having to face the reality and have everyone help to support and give advice really helped me to do so. Comment 1. Sounds like she needs a grippy sock vacation. That is unreal. Glad you can start to piece your life back together. Good luck. Comment 2. Not the idiot. You did the right thing by ending the relationship. Her behavior was completely unacceptable and abusive. It's unfortunate that it took such extreme actions for you to finally separate, but your safety and well-being are the top priority. It's great that you're seeking support from professionals and taking steps to move forward. Remember, you deserve to be in a healthy and respectful relationship. Stay strong and focus on rebuilding your life without the toxicity. Good luck. Comment 3. Everyone sucks here. It's clear that the relationship has become toxic and unhealthy for both of you. The physical and emotional abuse from her side is absolutely unacceptable, and you were right to want to end the relationship. However, your reluctance to fully disengage, your own name-calling during arguments, and the hesitation despite recognizing the toxicity also played a role in prolonging this situation. It's essential to take responsibility for your own actions and choices. Moving forward, both of you need to learn from this experience and work on personal growth to ensure healthier relationships in the future. If you like this video, you'll probably like these too. Also, while you're here, please consider subscribing. It's your support that keeps this channel alive and allows me to make better and longer videos. Have a great day.